What is up, guys? How's it going? So welcome to another video. This is my first time making a video like this. It's about Southern Utah University, and like when I was applying to the university there weren't many videos like this, so I figured this video can really help out incoming freshmen or people who are thinking of considering Southern Utah University. So this is why I'm making this video, for you guys and for more people to get to know Southern Utah University better. So without any further ado, let's get going. So people have asked me a whole bunch of different questions about Southern Utah University, so I wrote them down on a piece of paper and I'm going to answer them for you guys. So there's probably at least about 20 questions, so here we go. Everything you need to know about SUU, Southern Utah University. Here we go. Are there spiritual classes there? Yes, there is. So there's this event called Institute. Well, not an event, like this class called, this building called the Institute building. It's a religious building for like members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So there are church classes in there. It's not on campus, it's just off campus, but it's basically on campus, literally right next to campus. It's right next to the PE building, so yes, there are spiritual classes there called Institute. So it's just a whole bunch of people around our same age that are in different classes. They're free classes too, they're free to sign up. So yeah, there's that. Is it a church school? Nope. Southern Utah University is not a church school. It's not like BYU or BYU Idaho, schools like that. It's I believe it's a public school. It's not a church school, anything like that. But there are a lot of churches. Since it's in Utah, there are a lot of churches next to Southern Utah University. Next question. What courses is SUU known for? Okay, so SUU is known for the nursing program. So many students, especially girls, get into the nursing program. And it's also, our nursing program is in the top 3 in the state of Utah, which is pretty cool. Also, business programs we're known for, professional aviation, criminal justice, psychology, biology, outdoors activities, theater, music, musicals. So those are the courses that Southern Utah University is known for. So if you're interested in any of those, hey, SUU could be the school for you. Is it expensive? So, I mean, it's not like super expensive if you compare it to other bigger schools, but I wrote down the cost of living. The cost of living at SUU. So the average cost after aid is $14,285, and then before aid is $20,544. Tuition is $6,770, and other costs, which are like books, school classes, things like that, are a total of $13,774. But I would highly suggest, before, like, if you get accepted to SUU and you want to go there, get the FAFSA website or the FAFSA app, whatever, FAFSA.com. And I was able to get a Pell Grant, which pays for most of my schooling. So I barely even had to pay for anything. The only stuff I had to pay for were like my books and like 1 or 2 other things. But my Pell Grant was able to pay for pay for my classes and everything like that. So super nice. So that saved my life with my college life, literally. FAFSA and my Pell Grant. How is the food there? The food is great. I like the food. I mean, whatever floats your boat, you know. So on campus, we have Chick-fil-A on campus. That's always poppin'. We also have the Pizza Hut. I think, not Pizza Hut. One of the pizza places is also on campus as well, right next to Chick-fil-A. I think we have a coffee shop too on campus. And then on our school library, we have this Soda Nerd place, which is a little candy store, and you can also get some soda there too. It's pretty cheap, like $2, something like that. And then we also have a candy store right next to the bookstore, so you can get some treats, stuff like that. And we also have this food pantry on campus. So you can get some groceries. You can get a lot of stuff at a food pantry for free. You just have to type in your school number, so your T number is what they call it. You type that in the computer right when you walk in the building, and then you just get limited items of food, and it saves you like $20 a week. I've started to do it. It saves me a lot of money. So the food's good. Also, there's this place off campus called Brad's and Hermes. They're just Cedar City, so that's where SUU is located, is Cedar City, Utah. So those are two like only Cedar City food places. So those are really nice. We have all like the classic fast food places too, like McDonald's and Wendy's, Burger King, Jack in the Ball, that stuff. Is SUU in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not in the middle of nowhere. The city is Cedar City, Utah, and it's a population of, I believe, just over 30,000 people. But if you count all the college students too, it's probably closer to maybe 40,000 total people. If you count the college students, I don't know if they count, but it's over 30,000. I mean, it's not like super small, but it's not definitely not super big either. I'd call it like an average city with size, but it is slowly growing, I think. And like, what are some stuff to do in Cedar City? So, I mean, there's not much. I mean, there's a lot of like hiking places you can do, a lot of national parks around the area, a lot of mountains. So that's fun to do. You can go hammocking. There's this tunnel place called the Sheep Tunnels. It's like an underground tunnel you can go to right by Walmart and Cedar, so that's fun to do. A lot of on-campus events. So SUU is very, very good at doing campus events. I think we're actually one of the most events on campus in the whole state of Utah out of all the universities. I think SUU is the most, or at least one of the most universities that actually does campus events almost on a daily basis. So that's a great way to get to know more students, and it's very good that way. How is apartment living? So I've actually never lived on campus. I'm a sophomore. This is my 4th semester at SUU. I'm living in the same apartment complex I did last year, the University Lofts, Stress-Free Property Management University Lofts apartments. And I mean, I like it. I'm moving to another place this summer that I'm going to be living next school year at SUU. It's going to be a house, off-campus house. But I like the apartment I'm in now. I mean, I have 9 roommates, so including me, I have 10 total roommates. But the nice thing about the apartment I'm in right now, as I'm filming this video, is that I have my own room and my own bathroom. So like everything I need in my room and bathroom. Everybody does. All the roommates at the University Lofts apartments. So if you're looking to have their own room and bathroom. So if you're looking for a place, University Lofts is not bad, and it's like a block or 2 away from campus, so it's easily walking distance. So it's basically on campus, but it's not. But the only thing about the place I'm living at now, and the biggest reason why I am moving out of this apartment, is because they keep raising their price every single school year. So last year I paid $425 a month, and this year I'm paying $450 a month. And then next year it's going to be at least $475 a month. So you can see the pattern there. They're just raising their price every single school year. So the place I'm going to be living at next year is only $375 a month, and I've heard they're not raising their price. That house I'm living in. So yeah, and I'm still going to have my own room in that house. So are there a lot of members of the Mormon Church at SUU? Yes, there is. I would say at least the total population of students, it's probably at least about 50-50, probably more than 50-50. It's probably about maybe 60-65% members, maybe 35 to 40% non-members. Or maybe it's more than that, maybe it's 55-40, you can tell though. But there's so many churches, LDS churches around, like, yeah, there is a lot of members. It's not as much as BYU, of course, but there are a lot of members of the church at SUU. So if that fits your boat, there you go. Even if not, still come. we're super nice people. How cold can it get? Oh, it can get super cold. So as we speak right now outside, it's actually snowing right now outside in Cedar. So I believe the lowest I've seen it get here since I've been a student here is 5 degrees in the winter. But that's like at night. But most of the time in the winter, it probably gets between like the 20s and the 30s usually. So, I mean, it does get cold, so you are definitely going to have to bring sweaters and warm clothes down here when you come. But the summers and fall is beautiful. It's like 70 degrees, 80 degrees, but like it can get really cold here. It snowed yesterday, it's snowing today, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow as well. And we're in late February. So yes, it can get cold. How hard is it to get in? I don't think SCU is that hard to get in. I believe like the acceptance rate I think is maybe around 75 to 77% acceptance rate, which is pretty good. I mean, the day I applied, and then literally, I'm not kidding, literally the next day after I applied to Southern Utah University, I got accepted in. So, and usually they give you a scholarship. I don't think I got a scholarship, but chances are you will get a scholarship at SCU, so it's not that hard to get in. I got in the next day, but of course it's different for everybody. What are the professors like? So the professors are really good here at SCU. I've enjoyed probably 80 to 90% of the professors that I've had so far in my classes, which is good, and the class size is not that big. Usually most classes at Southern Utah University are between like 20 to 40 students max, which is super good. Smaller class sizes means better connections with the professors. They can become like your best friend, your best resource with schoolwork and stuff like that. So the professors are pretty nice here, and so far I've passed all my classes here, which is super nice. So if that helps you out any, there you go. Was it hard to find your classes on campus? No, not really. It was actually super easy. I mean, the campus is not that big at SCU. It's probably like a total, you can probably walk around the whole campus in like a total of like 10 to 15 minutes of walking. So it's not that big. And like on your first couple days, your first week here at SCU, you'll see people and you'll see students in vests holding up question signs like "Ask me help" or something, and then they'll show you and direct you right where to go to find your class. So it's super easy that way. And also there are campus maps too, so if you're lost, you can also look at a campus map as well on campus, which is super nice. How is the dating life at SUU? It's pretty good. I mean, I'm still single, but I'm enjoying life, you know. I've gone on several dates here at SUU, fun dates. I mean, there's so much dating ideas you can do too, like hikes, stuff like that. You can go to each other's apartment and like play games, like board games, stuff like that. So, I don't know. I mean, the dating life's fun, just like typical dating life. I mean, it's probably the same at every school, so I can't really answer that, but it's fun. I've gone out with a lot of super fun girls, so. Or if you're a girl watching this, you can go out with a lot of super fun guys too. So it's great. It's great. One of the best things about college. Where's the next? How many hours a day and week do you spend doing homework and studying? So that's a great question. I'm a communications major, so that's probably one of the easier majors that you can take. So I don't actually have too much homework. I probably spend, sometimes a day I don't even do homework, because like most of the, at least the classes I've taken in communications so far, most of the classes that I've taken, we usually do the work in the class, so we don't have that much homework. But it depends though. It depends what you're planning on majoring in. Like if you're gonna major in nursing or something like that, or business, you're gonna have probably double the amount of homework that I have. So I mean, hours a week that I spend doing homework and studying, maybe 4 hours. I don't know. I mean, I don't keep track at all, but I'm just guessing. I mean, it's not much at all. Like all my friends are like, Connor, you never do homework. It's because I'm in a communications major, and it's super chill, it's super fun. So yeah, I would suggest going into communications, then you won't have as much homework like me, so you can enjoy college more too. What is SUU known for? So Southern Utah University is known for the University of the Parks. So we are close to, I believe, like 7 different national parks around SUU, which is super awesome. The Grand Canyon is only like 2 or 3 hours away. Las Vegas is only like an hour and a half away from here. There's this little town called St. George, which is like 45 minutes away, but it's big. It's like, population is like over 80,000 there, so it's like double the size of Cedar. So a lot of times people over the weekend will want to go to St. George and just go shopping there, whatever. But yeah, SUU is known for the University of the Parks. Well, there's a back page. How can I go there even if I'm not a member of the church, of the Mormon church? Of course you can. Anybody is accepted here at SUU. I've seen a lot of like LGBTQ plus people here. They are accepted. Anyone's accepted here at Southern Utah University. You don't have to be a member of the church, not even close. You don't have to be a member of the church to come to SUU, if that answers the question. How are the singles wards? The singles wards, that's the church. There's a whole bunch of people. If you're not a member, there's a whole bunch of people around my age. It's kind of like Institute, but church. A bunch of people around my age. I go to the same church. So singles wards are pretty good. They're super fun. I've met a lot of nice friends there. There's so many different singles wards here in Cedar. There's at least probably 20 to 30 different singles wards alone in Cedar City. So that's great. There's 2 stake centers at Cedar City, but there's like so many wards. There's like at least 10 wards in each stake. And they're big wards too. What kind of sports do they have? So I'm a huge sports guy. I love sports. That's SUU. We have a football team, we have a basketball team, and a women's basketball team. We have a women's soccer team, a women's volleyball team, a men's and women's cross-country track team, track and field team. We have a men's and women's golf team. We have a women's gymnastics team. What else do we have? We definitely have way more women's teams than men's. We also have a women's softball team. We don't have a baseball team, but we have a softball team. And I think that's it. If you want more information, you can go on suutbirds.com, and that gives you all the information about their sports teams. So, we have a women's volleyball team too. What things do you need for classes? So, it depends what class you take. Sometimes you don't really need anything for classes, but like you'll definitely probably need some books that the professors will email you about. And the professors usually will give you a list of what you need for the class like a week in advance before the semester starts. So everything will be on there, but it depends. But you'll probably definitely need books. And I would prefer getting them online because they're cheaper online, like Amazon and stuff like that. How many people attend SUU? So I believe the population right now, I looked it up, it's 12,582 students that are enrolled currently at SUU. It could be about 13,000 students now, but SUU had the second most growing. SUU was the second most growing university in the whole state of Utah this year of new students coming in. We had over 1,000 new students that came in just this year alone. So we grew like 1,000 students from last year to this year, which is awesome. And this year's freshman class was the biggest at SUU. How did you make the SUU Student Programming Board, SPB? So if you've noticed this badge, it says Student Programming Board, Southern Utah University, Connor Gentry, which is my name. And how I got in, if you want to get in too, it's great. You help with all the fun events that go on campus. And how I got in, they give you like, SUU will send out an email, I think, if you want to like join SPB or something, then they'll have like a link on their Instagram page. And so I submitted a form, and then you get an interview like a few days after you submit a form to see if you get in, and I got in. So it's pretty simple, and more students can help you out with that. What is your major? So I kind of already said that. My major is communications, and if I want to minor in anything, it's photography. I love taking photos, so I might minor in photography, but my major is communications, at least for right now. And what I want to do with that is I want to become a sports broadcaster, like a radio announcer or something like that. And then the last question that I was asked, how many roommates do you have? So I already answered this too. I have 9 roommates right now, but the new place I'm moving in, I'm going to have 4 other roommates in the new house I'm moving in over the summer. So there'll be 5 total roommates with me, but 4 other roommates, which is going to be nice, because 9 roommates is a lot. And yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. If you're interested in attending Southern Utah University, I hope I answered most of your questions. I also have a couple campus tour videos and the history of my videos, so if you want to look at Southern Utah University campus tours, I have a couple videos of those too. So if you're interested in campus, watch those. And yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet. And I'm going to be making a lot more videos of Southern Utah University, and I already have. So please subscribe, and yeah, go Thunderbirds.